Well, with the month of March coming to a close, we wanted to reflect back on Women's History Month and see how we can continue this feeling of empowerment in our lives throughout the year. One way to do it is to connect with other women's stories. So joining us now to share the top 5 books every woman should read is author Sara Connell. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So how did you possibly narrow down to just 5 selections?
Right. Don't ever ask a writer to pick only 5 books. I had probably 5,000, but I focused on more contemporary titles for the most part that I think are particularly poignant to women after coming out of this pandemic, or as we start to think about re-entry. What are those 5 books maybe this year that can give us some kind of new illumination or boost?
All right. So let's start with the first one.
Yes. So the first one is a book by Jen called You Are a Bad A. And really what this book is, my well-loved copies of all the books. This is a great book for overcoming the confidence gap where women underestimate their value, their voice, and their worth. If you want you and your girlfriends to get a boost of confidence, a fantastic book to read.
That sounds like a great message. And what's the second one?
So second one, I went into the archives, Women Who Run with the Wolves. This is by Clarissa Pinkola Estes, and I love this book because she traces the origin of powerful female archetypes to cultures all over the globe and finds what she calls the wild woman archetype. So this is a book to stimulate your creativity, your imagination, and sort of your appreciation of being a woman.
I love that. All right, number 3.
Number 3 is a newer book by Edwidge Danticat. So she's a Haitian-American writer. Part of the reason that I love to read, and maybe many of us, is that we can travel to other countries and other environments and learn about other cultures. So this is a phenomenal book of short stories that helps us try on, what this particular world of the immigrant experience and people assimilating to the United States culture and the pull of where is home and what is identity. Fantastic collection.
Also, if you think you're too busy to read, short stories may be the way to go because you get them in bite size. They're very digestible, I should say. All right, what's the 4th one?
The 4th book is a fun one for people that like something a little bit magical or maybe even science fiction. Her Body and Other Parties by Carmen Machado won the National Book Award. She's just gotten all kinds of great press. It's edgy, it's fun, it's provocative, and she takes some old ghost stories and turns them into something extremely modern and even futuristic.
Oh, that sounds fun. Okay, and number 5.
Number 5, I can't hold up because it is the upcoming book by Rachel Rodgers that debuts May 4th. And the reason I had to put this on the list is that Rachel Rodgers talks about women creating wealth as a form of protest. And that idea was sort of shocking. Like, what does she mean by that? She's a mother, a business owner, a woman of color who says we get to stand as women in our power and create financial prosperity so that we can contribute to the causes we love and raise future generations of powerful new leaders. And so this is a book that's greatly anticipated. I've pre-ordered it already, and I think it'll be a fun read for the summer.
Sara, thank you so much for highlighting all these books. We've got everything from self-help, motivational, to inspirational, creative, short stories. I think you've covered it all for people who like any genre. Thank you again.
Thanks so much.
Have a great day.